Hello everybody. A very warm welcome to SD Capital's official YouTube channel and a happy new year. We are in 2021 finally. Well, I said warm, but it's London and it's early January. So it's almost freezing and hence I'm wearing this hoodie you can see. But anyways, looks like there are some positive news pouring from all quarters and we are hopeful this time that 2021 is going to be a much better year compared to 2020. And hence, lets our hope keep us warm. So, the first session of the new year. When I look back into to 2020, what we have done on our YouTube channel so far, we have provided some really good pointers for beginners who can start studying the stock market on their own. We have answered questions from you who have reached out to us via email or Facebook page or via our websites. We have tried to analyze impact of COVID-19 on different sectors and how things are playing out. And obviously, we have provided free stock recommendations with our every session. And you have seen how good they perform. And our YouTube channel is trilingual now. So you have English session, you have Bengali session, you have Hindi session. For the first session of 2021, we are actually going to walk you through something very interesting. That is how you solve the mystery called stock market in your personal life, in your investment cases. All theories, all the pointers, everything we have provided will help you study, learn on your own, and make money in the stock market. But there are some traps which people almost more often than not, people fall for those traps. And this first session is going to make you aware of those traps. And if you avoid those traps and do the study you need to do, we are sure that you are going to be successful. At the end of today's session, as usual, there will be a free stock recommendation. So, I actually have got a paper in my hand today, and this is like 10 pointers, 10 points on these. And these 10 points are really description of 10 most frequently committed mistakes. If we avoid those, we should be good. Let's get started. So the first one, that is buying on impulse or selling on impulse. Many a times, people buy stocks of a company just when they come across a good news about that company. Maybe on TV, maybe on newspaper, or maybe somewhere else. They do the exact opposite thing when they hear a bad news. Let's be clear about one thing. One good news or one bad news rarely impact a company's future. And stock market is all about a company's future, company's potential, and about the overall picture of the company. One good news doesn't make a company. One bad news doesn't break a company. It's very rare. Hence, please stay away from the impulse buying or impulse selling. The second one, going by the rumors. You know what? When it comes to medical advice and stock advice, everybody is expert. Your neighbor, your colleagues, even the co-passengers on the public transport, everybody is happy to give you tips. Now, do you follow that tips? Please no. If you need to take care of your health, please go to the doctor. If you need to take care of your investment, please go to professionals. Going by the rumors or accepting tips from random people doesn't help in both the cases. The third most common mistake, investing in penny stocks. We need to understand one simple thing. Penny stocks are penny stocks for a reason. If a company is not doing great, only then the stock price starts to go down and they become penny stock when the company's performance has been going down significantly for a consistent period of time. And hence, it is very risky to invest in penny stocks. It may seem to be a very small amount of money, but if you keep on investing in penny stocks, eventually you will lose a significant sum of money. There is a very slim chance that a company where its stock is at that level will actually make a recovery. It may, more often than not, these companies get delisted. So please do not waste your money investing in penny stocks. The fourth common mistake: looking at the price of a stock and thinking that, well, it is pricey, I better go for something which is less pricey and I will buy more of that stock and make more profit on that. This is a very common sentiment. Some stock is trading as rupees 2000, another stock is trading at rupees 100. You'll be tempted to buy 20 of that rupees 100 stocks instead of one of that rupees 2000 stock because you think it's pricey. Please remember that stock price is a function of company's fundamentals and technicals. The stock price is rupees 2000 because of a reason. Look at the PE ratio, look at other ratios to get a handle of the stock price. If then it seems pricey, do not go for it. But just because it is rupees 2000, it doesn't mean it is pricey. In fact, there is a fair chance that this rupees 2000 stock is of a company who is going to do really well in the near future. End of the day, multiple stocks versus one stock doesn't make much difference. It is all in terms of percentage. You are investing rupees 2000, one stock or 10 stock. End of the day, you want to make profit against your investment of rupees 2000. So what money you are making from that matters. You do it by buying 10 stocks, 20 stocks, or one stock, doesn't matter. The fifth one, not maintaining stop loss. This is a mistake probably 90% retail investors commit. If you are entering into the stock market and you are studying, you are disciplined, you are following the news, you are putting all possible effort into stock market and you choose 5 stocks, that doesn't mean all the 5 stocks you have chosen will actually do well. There is always a chance that at 1 or 2 stocks will go down, and stop loss order is the key here to protect your investment. You can buy 5 stocks, 10 stocks, 15 stocks, 15 company stocks. I mean, you can probably study 40 hours in a week and do investment. Even then, there is a chance that few of those will not do well. It happens with all professional investors. Everybody who is doing it in the right way maintain the stop loss order. Forget about company's performance. Think about a macroeconomic situation. For example, COVID. When COVID struck, every company's stock took the nosedive. The company's performance had nothing to do with it. It was a macroeconomic situation beyond everybody's control. If you don't maintain your stop loss strictly, then you are going to lose money. Sixth one, unlimited greed. This is something many retail investors fall for. Making the intention is we will invest in the stock to make money fast. You have to remember one thing: in the world of investment, risk and return is always proportional. If you are after a huge return in a short time, you have to take a huge risk, and risk means it may go up, it may go down significantly. So downside is also unlimited. If your upside is unlimited, the downside is also unlimited. And please be aware that when you invest in such risky stocks, there are people who are investing in these risky stocks just to take advantage of naive investors. They will invest. The stock price will go up. Everybody is thinking the company is doing good, and they will keep on pouring money in these stocks. And when it is a bubble, then the smart investors will be the first to exit and the stock price will plunge. And at that point, majority of the retail investors will suffer. Thereby, please be aware that it is not a lottery game. It is an investment. You have to be careful, you have to be disciplined, you need to be studying hard, or you need to take professional advice. The exactly opposite of unlimited greed is unlimited fear. That doesn't bode well as well. So when stock market is going through a correction, just exiting every position doesn't make much sense. Corrections are part of bull run. Corrections are part of bull run. So when COVID-19 situation happened, panic selling started among many investors. Look at how world market actually bounced back. Nifty went down to 7,600 and now it is at 14,000. Look at the growth. So if you didn't exit the market at that point, just stay invested, you could have got this appreciation for your investment as well. Last January, Nifty was 12,430 and now it is above 14,000. Just ignoring COVID, that is the growth you get in a year like 2020 even. The eighth one, not enough diversification. It's a common thing that you do not put all your eggs in the same basket. Anyone and everyone can imagine the consequences if you put all your eggs in the same basket. If you have rupees 10,000 and buy into one company, there is a high chance that company will go up or down. One way it will move, and if it goes down, all of your rupees to 10,000 is at risk. If you distribute your investment across companies, then there is a chance that one or two will go down, but others will go up. You have to remember that. And then investing in one sector is also risky. There may be a public policy change. There may be some other impact happening to that particular industry. And all your money goes down the drain. Thereby, it is important to distribute your investment across multiple sectors as well as multiple stocks in that sector. And that is what is called meaningful diversification. The ninth most common mistake, ignoring global factors. You need to remember, we live in a global village nowadays. Almost every economy is tied to other countries' economy. Currency fluctuation, trade deals, public policies, everything impact any particular sector of economy and subsequently stocks of the companies in that particular sector. Thereby, you have to pay attention to what is happening on the across the world. It is not about one country, one stock market anymore. You have to be careful about the geopolitical situation across the globe. The 10th most common mistake, following some random WhatsApp channel or Telegram channel. These are unauthorized and there is no agreement. If you are investing just because somebody told you to invest as per a Telegram channel or WhatsApp channel, that's probably the biggest mistake you are doing. If they don't have any skin in the game, how does your investment's performance affect them? It doesn't. It simply doesn't. If they are providing advice for free, please be aware. We have done a session in past where we have explained why one shouldn't take free advice. There is nothing called free lunch in this world. If somebody is giving you free advice, please be careful. If they are putting their skin in the game, only then you know that it is important for them as well. If you avoid these 10 mistakes, we are sure that you can be very successful with your stock market investment. All said and done, now time for today's free stock recommendation. And today's free stock recommendation is HDFC. SD Capital's research team has got reasons to believe that HDFC is going to do fairly well in future. Obviously, we share our stop loss price, our target price, all of that with our clients. But if this works for your portfolio, please feel free to start building positions into this. And that's all for today. Vaccines are on the way and people are getting vaccinated in UK, Europe, as well as in US. In UK, 1.5 million people got the first dose. Looks like in US, more than 5 million people got the first dose. India vaccine rollout is expected on 14th. So we are sure 2021 is going to be a much better year compared to 2020. Once again, Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.